Hello, hi everybody. Welcome to our webinar. My name is Amalia Suarez, Marketing Assistant for Ordering Seconds. Today, we're gonna be learning how to minimize warehouse order picking errors and keep happy customers with the help of Ordering Seconds and QuickBooks. So first, I wanna know how's everybody doing. I wanna check that the chat is working for your questions. So feel free to type in the chat, say hi, say your name, where you're from, your company name, whatever. You wanna say hi, I wanna say hi to you. Let's see. Hi, we have people from New York. Don't be shy. Let's see, I wanna check that. Let's see. Try to type now. I think it wasn't enabled for everybody. Can you type in the chat now? Hello, is everybody there? I know you're not shy. You can say hi, where you're from. I just want to check that the chat is working for everybody to ask questions and to, okay, Walid raised her hand. Hello. This is that. Hello, Frank. Hello, Oscar. Okay. Can you type in the Q&A? Okay. Okay, well, let's get started. I think the chat is enabled for everybody now. So first of all, I want to welcome you again. We created this webinar to help you streamline your warehouse picking processes and improve customer satisfaction. So if warehouse picking errors are slowing you down, if you're having problem with customers because of these errors, you're in the right place. We're here to share strategies to minimize these errors for a error-free picking process. So you're in for a treat. We hope you learn a lot. Let me see here. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Morena. Hi, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Thank you for writing in the chat. Well, it's now time for me to share who are gonna be the hosts for this webinar. You know Frank, most or some of you know Frank already. Frank Monterrosa is the Business Development Manager for Ordering Seconds. Frank has an extensive experience in the customer service and sales sector with a focus on assisting B2B wholesale distributors and CPG brands. In his role at Ordering Seconds, he oversees the company's B2B sales initiatives, providing leadership to a cross-functional team spanning the United States and various Latin American countries. Welcome, Frank. And there you have it, Frank. And then we have Jamie Delveccio, Senior Partner Manager at QuickBooks. Jamie has worked with QuickBooks for the past 20 years and supports the Ordering Seconds team in delivering QuickBooks products and services to our clients. So we have our QuickBooks expert here. Welcome, Jamie. We're very happy to have you here. So let's check what we're gonna learn today. So what we'll cover today, we're gonna cover the common warehouse challenges, common manual errors in warehouses, so be aware of this, strategies for error-free picking, OIS and QuickBooks integrated solution and how it helps you wholesale distributors take your business to the next level. We're gonna have a live Q&A, but if you have questions before we get to this section in the webinar, please feel free to use the Q&A chat or the chat. because we're gonna address those questions, okay? And of course, as a thank you gift for your commitment to learn, for attending this webinar, we have a special gift for you, so please stay tuned. And without further ado, Frank, take it away.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much for that great introduction, Amalia. So, hey guys, I'm really excited for this webinar. And first of all, I would like to start with this. I would like to start by emphasizing that maintaining a successful warehouse operation requires what? Great effort, right? And you and I know that is not an easy task to do. But today, look, this is important. Today, we're going to identify some of the challenges that may be obstructing us from achieving that goal. So if you guys are struggling with any of these issues that you have, that we have listed right here, picking errors, slow picking time, inefficient routes, inventory discrepancies, and unhappy customers, hey guys, let me tell you this, you are in the right place. We're gonna learn many things that are gonna be very helpful for your business. So if we can go next, please. Look, this fact is something that it hit me. Can we go next? Okay. Look, did you guys know this? That a recent Georgia Tech industry report estimates that poor order picking accounts roughly for 63% of the cost of warehouse operating expenses. Guys, hey, that's really a lot. And sometimes, you know, as business owners and managers, we are often unaware that warehouse operating expenses are hindering our ability to grow as we should. So that's why, you know, and I hear this very often. Hey, Frank, I don't see my business growing. In most of the time, it's related to the warehouse operation, right? So when I read this article about this information, man, I got in shock, right? Because 63% of the cost of warehouse operating expenses, that's really a lot. So next. So look, today we're gonna cover some of the most common mistakes in the warehouse when performing processes manually. And this is what happened. And I understand, when you start off a business, when you are an entrepreneur and you already have, years in business, but you are still doing things manually, those errors that we're going to be seeing in a minute might be happening to you. So if we go to the next slide. Look, the most common picking errors that usually happens in the warehouse. So the first one is picking the wrong item. Picking the wrong item, that's something that happens quite often in the warehouse. So the second error is picking the wrong quantity. Again, that's another thing that is happening quite often in the warehouse. Picking the wrong location, misreading labels or barcodes. Most of the time, small warehouses or small businesses, distributors, they don't even have labeled their warehouse. And that becomes a big headache for whoever is doing picking and fulfillment, right? And the other thing is mixing up similar looking items. Look, has this ever happened in your business? Because this happens, if you guys are doing things manually and don't have any of this picking errors, man, you're doing a great job. But if you are doing things manually and some of these errors that we're listing right here, you are facing on the daily basis, we need to do something. And, since, since I am working on this distribution side, I usually, or I often, I'm talking with business owners, and I frequently hear these complaints. Hey, look, customers are receiving incorrect invoices due to any of these variables. So what happened is this. If you're getting unhappy customers and they're getting, the wrong invoices due to any of these variables, picking the wrong item, where that's generated in the warehouse, picking the wrong quantity, and it's understandable, right? Because if you're doing things manually, if you have, the paper in hand, and instead of writing let's say 1, you put 11, and someone that needs to retype, the quantity and everything, they might end up doing errors, and those errors may cause you lose customers, have unhappy customers, picking the wrong location. This is really crazy when you guys are doing things manually. It's really hard and difficult for the warehouse person, especially for the pickers, going back and forth, picking the items and picking the maybe or sometimes the wrong item, misreading the labels. This isn't the case that you have labeled your warehouse. Most of the time, the warehouse is not even labeled, and it's even harder for the picker to be more effective whenever they're doing their job. So if we go to the next, please. Okay, here is the interesting part. Here where it comes with the interesting part. So now, how we're going to overcome these challenges? We need to do something. We need to implement the right strategy to eliminate all these problems. So again, if you guys are doing things manually in the warehouse and are struggling with any of those mistakes that we just highlighted, you have come to the right place. So what we're going to have to do in order to implement the right strategy is starting from the beginning, right? So the first thing that you need to consider is this: we need to implement a warehouse picking software. We got to make it really simple for the warehouse picker in order to become more efficient. Secondly is that warehouse picking software needs to be fully integrated with barcode scanners, because that will bring accuracy whenever you're doing picking and fulfillment. And the last thing, inventory automation, meaning we need to automate the different processes that everything could be migrated to automated and become more efficient. Next, please. Okay, look, before we get into action, let me ask this question. How does the OIS inventory plus QuickBooks Advanced solution benefit our wholesale distribution clients? Look, here is something that we did a while back ago. OIS made one of the best decision that I considered. Partnering with OIS is one of the best solutions that we have done. And since OIS become the perfect complement to manage financial and logistic aspect of the distributors in a single solution. And if we go to the next slide, you're gonna see in one single solution, we can have everything on. So OIS specialized, on the order taking solution and the order picking solution. Today, I will mainly focus on the order picking solution, but we are a full integrated solution. So in this case, since OIS, hold on. Okay, today we're gonna focus on the OIS inventory solution. We're gonna show you a simple order picking. I don't think you're gonna find another solution as easy as it is to do picking and fulfillment, because we understand how warehouse operation works. and we're going to show you that in a minute. We're going to show you how barcode scanning integration could be done in a simple order picking solution. Also, we're going to be covering inventory tracking visibility, lot numbers, expiration and tracking, and unlimited live support. So basically, by just having everything in one single solution, you're gonna get all this. You're gonna get all the order fulfillment solution and the order picking solution. And here's where we come with the right partnership with QuickBooks. And I'm gonna have Jamie explain a little bit how this partnership can benefit our distributions, right? Our distribution businesses. Jamie?
Yeah, thank you so much, Frank. So, fun fact, did you know that there are over 100,000 wholesale distributors that use QuickBooks? That's a lot, right?
No, that's a lot. I didn't know that though.
I know, you wouldn't think, right? Unless you have that conversation with you, but we've come a long way with the functionality that we've put inside of QuickBooks. And so obviously one of the things that we're really excited about with QuickBooks Online Advanced is that it's web-based, right? So it complements orders in seconds, right? And OIS inventory, because it's no longer stuck in the office, right? It's not a solution that has to be installed on a computer. It's not an Excel spreadsheet. QuickBooks can go with wholesale distributors, just like OIS can go with wholesale distributors, so that you're working, in that one solution anywhere. And because of that, one of the key features with QuickBooks Online Advanced is the mobile inventory management aspect of it. So you no longer have to be in the office. You no longer have to be in the warehouse. You as the owner can manage your inventory from anywhere. You can see how much money that you have tied up in your inventory through the reports that we have available. You can see what's on hand. You can make quick purchasing decisions. Your warehouse person can do the same. Your pickers can do the same. QuickBooks Payroll is also, another thing that our wholesale distributors really focus on, right? Because like you said, Frank, there's a lot of time that's put into, managing the picking process and the employees that go along with that. So with our QuickBooks Payroll, you can save a lot of time by paying your warehouse team and your pickers accordingly. One of the things that our customers really are concerned about is the level of access, right? Because we want to make sure that if you have someone that needs to manage inventory, that they're not seeing your bank accounts, right? Or if you have a picker, you want to make sure that they're not seeing your payroll. Same thing with the purchasing manager. So one of the big benefits of QuickBooks Online Advanced is you can set up very specific custom user roles so that you can let your purchasing manager be in QuickBooks, you can let your warehouse be in QuickBooks, and they're not going to see anything that's sensitive that you don't want them to see. They can just manage the inventory, they can just purchase, they can just do the tasks that you want them to do. And, they won't have access to your sensitive financial information. Getting paid is also very important, right? So not only making sure that you have inventory on hand, but getting paid is also very important. So with QuickBooks Online, we do make that super easy by enabling your field reps, by enabling anybody that needs to take a payment from your customers to be able to do so directly on their mobile device without needing to have access to QuickBooks. So they can take a credit card, they can take a deposit, they can take an ACH. We accept Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, all of those ways. They can do it right from their cell phone without needing to have access to QuickBooks. And it ensures that you guys get paid. And then of course, we need to know how the business is doing. So reporting is very important. We make that very easy, right? So we give you very easy reports to read to let you know, hey, how much money are you bringing in? How much money are you putting out? And Frank, I know that like the custom reports that are in QuickBooks Online Advanced are super important. How do OIS customers use those custom reports in QuickBooks Online Advanced today?
No, definitely. And look, the custom report are so important for the distributors because you can create different custom fields, accommodate those custom fields based on the data that you would like to pull directly from QuickBooks. So that what we usually do is, they create those custom fields, we synchronize that information, and when you're doing it for the distribution business, we synchronize that information back to QuickBooks, so that way you can generate those reports that are really important for the distribution. So that's something that is really user-friendly, and I love that part of QuickBooks Online Advanced, because it's really simple. It's really user-friendly to use.
Awesome.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Jamie, for that information. So now let's go to the interesting part. Here is the reason that we are here today. So let me show you guys how the solution works. So before I go to the live demo, let me show you this. Let me explain this part. So the system is integrated by 3 components, right? So the first one is going to be, let's say, QuickBooks Online. So in QuickBooks Online, you're going to have all your accounting, customers, product, pricing, and inventory in QuickBooks. And since you and I know that QuickBooks is specifically designed for accounting, they do it perfect. They do it perfect. So the second component is going to be our CRM system, which is the right complement of QuickBooks in order to manage all the entire distribution business, right? So you know QuickBooks is limited in certain things because they haven't created QuickBooks specifically for the distribution business. But our CRM system has fully designed designed for distribution. So here is where you're going to set up different rules, different pricing rules, customer rules, and it's going to be fully integrated with QuickBooks. So the way that it's going to work is like this. You know, we're going to get the orders from the different channels, right? From the sales rep, from the customer placing orders, customers calling you or sending you the orders through the CRM system. We're going to place that order, and those orders, we're going to send it to the warehouse personnel or warehouse picker, so that way they can do pick and fulfillment. And once they're done, those final transactions that you already have on the system, automatically they will synchronize to your QuickBooks. So QuickBooks will be receiving all the financial invoices, and in our system you will be able to manage the entire business operation. So let's find out how that's work. So first of all, let me go ahead and show you the first component, right? So in this case, look, I have my QuickBooks already set up, and I'm going to do the entire flow since the order is generated from the different sales channel until it goes to the picking and fulfillment, and it gets synchronized to QuickBooks. So this is the first component, QuickBooks. You guys know, most of you guys know QuickBooks. If later on you are interested in knowing more about QuickBooks, you know, we can talk. We even have Jamie, right, that can answer any questions related to QuickBooks. So we're going to go to the second component, right? The second component is this. Whenever you have your user and password, your credential, the system will give you full visibility of what's going on with the business, right? Or the orders that are coming in real time, or the orders that have been assigned to the warehouse pickers. You know how sales are moving daily, weekly, monthly, the stores that haven't been visited lately. But let me go ahead and start from the beginning. In this case, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to put myself as one of the sales rep in the field. So in this case, I got my mobile phone. So that the sales rep in the field, they can use any mobile phone, right? An iPhone, an iPad, a tablet, a whatever device. And look, again, from now on, see me as one of the sales rep in the field. If you notice right here, I got the mobile app. This is the app for the sales rep. I will go quickly right here because this is not what I need to do today. So in this case, let me go ahead and choose one of these stores, JMC distributors, right? Just select the store, select that you're gonna create an order, right? In this case, I can tell the system, hey system, show me only the ones that I have in inventory. So I'm gonna go ahead and select a few items. Let's say 5 of this, I get that one. Let me add 3 of this. Well, let me put 10 of this. It gets added to the sales order. And for this, let's say 5 of this, it gets added, right? See, if you notice, I have added 5 items. The total is $428.50. So if I want to check what exactly I have added, that's exactly what I have in the shopping cart. When I go to the checkout, I just, double check that I'm creating the order for the JMC Distributor Inc. and the total is $428.50. So if I submit that order, take a look what's going to happen. Follow me with this. From now on, see me as one of the administrators. So what's going to happen is this. You're going to log into the CRM system. Once you log into the CRM system, all the orders that you are generated from the system will come right here. So you're going to see all the orders coming in real time, right? So take a look at what's going to happen right here. The warehouse manager will have access to this dashboard, right? We're gonna configure your account based on your business rules. So I got different configurations. Like in this case, I can go ahead and select a few orders, and I can select those orders by different criteria. I can select them by the different stop or the different routes that you have already established in the system. Let's say route for Miami, route for New York, whatever you have already set up in the system. So once you have selected the order, take a look what's going to happen. If you click right there where it says approve to pick, what that means is you are grabbing all those orders and you can assign those orders to the pickers. But this is one of the configurations that we have into the system. We can grab those orders and assign it to a specific warehouse picker, or I can assign it to everybody. So sometime based on your business structure, we're going to assign it to a specific warehouse picker. Just to give you an idea, let's say all these orders that are coming in are going to be done by this picker, because this picker is specifically work in this specific department. The frozen department, the dry department. We can set up different rules. Again, in this case, let's do this. Let me grab this order that I just generated. This is the one that I just generated in real time from the order app. Let me put a parenthesis right here. Remember that we specialize on helping wholesale distributors to maximize their sales, so we can automate the different sales channels. I just generated the order from the order taking app, but also the order could be generated from the customer. The customer can have a mobile phone, a tablet. They can go around with the warehouse and beep, 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 start scanning their items, right? And submit the order, and it will come directly to this dashboard, right? So the warehouse manager will say, hey, this is the order that just came in. Take a look at this where it says process status. If I click on approve to pick, what's going to happen is this order is going to change the status. Now it says pick. So what it means is it's already in the warehouse. So what's going to happen is this. Again, let me put myself as one of the pickers. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to use my phone again. Let me go ahead and project it. And look, guys, this is really important. Let me know if you guys are seeing my phone. Can someone confirm that you guys are seeing my phone?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. Look, before I go into the picking session, let me show you this. We have different hardware. We support different hardware. Do you see this one right here? This is a Zebra with a pistol gun, right? So in this case, if you want to automate this, you just go pick. With this one, we also have different barcode scanners, right? This is a Bluetooth scanner that is fully compatible with my iPhone, with my iPad, with my tablet, Android. And also I have another one, which is, this ring scanner. You can put it on your hand and you're going to have your hands free. So that way you can do picking and fulfillment in a better way. So going back to the transaction, that I was created. Look, I'm gonna open the OIS inventory app. Once I open the OIS inventory app, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna come right here where it says pick, right? Once you click on pick, you don't have to do anything. Automatically, you gotta have an internet connection, right? So if you notice, it's synchronizing whatever transaction that you have created in that you have assigned to the picker. So like in this case, I believe the order we created was 96, right? This is the order that I just that I just created. So if you notice, this is the order that needs to be delivered on, let me double check the order so that way we don't get lost. Yeah, okay, it's the 96, just to confirm. If you notice, it's 96 and the status is on pick. Let me go back to the warehouse mobile app. So the 96 is the one that we need to work on. So again, let me go back. So this is the 96. Look, the system has flexibility to look for different ways. So you can basically say, hey, look, I need to see all the orders that needs to be picked. Like in this case, if I say, hey, just the one that needs to be picked, it is going to show me just those ones, right? If I say, hey, look, I want to look for this specific order, which is the 96, you just type it in. Or I just want to see for a GMC, just type in the name and it'll look for it. So once you have it ready, it's going to have the company's name, the order number, the delivery date, how many items you have in it, what is the account number, and it has the status to pick. So if I click on it, look, I'm going to use one of my mobile scanners that I have physically with me. And if you notice, this is the order that it was generated from the sales rep in the field. If you notice, it's going to have the 5 items that I added whenever I was creating the order. It's going to have the product name, the warehouse location. This is really important, guys. The warehouse location is one of the errors that usually happen in the warehouse, because if you know exactly where the item is located, it's going to be easier for the picker to identify and look for that item. So that way they don't have to be going back and forth. It'll make it easier for them. Right here is going to have the quantity. This is the order quantity, right? And this is what you have already in stock and inventory. So if you notice right there, I got a mobile scanner. Let me enable it, right? By just tapping on the right corner, it says the scanner has already been enabled. So if you notice, it says on, meaning that I already have connected the scanner. So if I start scanning, look, whatever item that I look on the screen, it'll take it to the top. So if I can keep on scanning, and did you notice right here that it says pick? If I try to scan more that item, it would say, hey, that's the maximum quantity, because that's the order quantity that you have for that one item. So if I go to the next item, right? I just start scanning and just put 10. Look, if you already have the item, you can just type it in, right? So that way you don't have to be scanning 10 times. Imagine that you have 50 as quantity. You don't have to be big scanning the 50 times. You just can just identify the item and scan exactly the one that you want, right? Like in this case, I keep on scanning, and so I'm gonna go to the 6. So if you notice, it's gonna be right there. The other thing is this: if I try to scan the wrong item, it was gonna say, hey, look, this is the wrong item. That's not what you want. See? So this is going to avoid when you are trying to pick similar items. Remember that was one of the mistakes that usually happen when you're working at the warehouse. So there's some products that are very similar, but they're not the same because the UPC is totally different. So in this case, some of the other things that happen in the warehouse is this. Let's say you're already working in the warehouse, right? And you get a phone call. You have to close the app. You have to go and look and work in another order. So whenever you come back, let's say whenever you come back to the warehouse, you can do this. You can apply different filters by just saying, hey, look, show me only the ones that haven't been picked, because the other one I already done it, right? So I just can select it, and it's going to show me only the ones that I'm missing on that order, right? So in this case, if you notice right here, I would say, hey, look, this item right here, they're requesting 3 of them, but I only have 2. So what you can do is this: you can go ahead and scan it, right? And say, look, I didn't find the 3rd one. If you notice, it's telling me that you have done a partially pick because you haven't added the 3 items that is on the original order. But in this case, I don't have the other one. In another scenario that could happen in the warehouse is this. Hey, look, this item, they're requesting for that one, but I don't have it. I mean, even though right here it says that I have this availability, but I don't have it. Maybe someone made a mistake or something. So in this case, see what it says out of stock, but just tapping out of stock is going to tell me, hey, you didn't find the item. So in this case, once you have the order ready, take a look at this. If you go to finish, the system is going to tell you, hey, before you finish this picking, take a look at this. We have in total 5 items, right? That's basically what was on the original order. And this is the ship day, and this is the customer route if you already have established a customer route. Also, it's going to tell you, hey, you have picked 3 items correctly. All of them have already been picked, but also you selected an item that was partially picked, meaning that you didn't have all the quantities that it was required on the original order. And also you selected an item that you didn't find it. It wasn't on stock. There's no way that I can add it. So in this case, you can put did not find the item, right? You can communicate this information to the warehouse manager, right? So once you have it ready, look, you can do 2 things. You can put that order on hold, you can go ahead and save it. And if you have it ready, you can just go ahead and submit it. But just clicking on send, take a look at what's gonna happen. That order that has already been picked, it gets removed from the rest of the orders because the status changed. It's already been picked. And what's going to happen in the backend system? This is the coolest thing that you're going to see today. So let me go ahead and show you what's going to happen. Remember, the original order has a specific quantity, but the pickers did a different things, right? Because they didn't have it in the warehouse. The order that we just worked is the 96. So if I click on that order, take a look at this. If I click on that order, it's going to tell me, hey, look, this is basically the order quantity, 6, 6, 3, 10, and 5. But this is basically what the picker did, right? So the one that ordered 6, it was, it was already picked. The second one, it was already picked. The third one, it was partially picked because you didn't put the 3 that was on the original order. You only selected 2. And for the other one, which is that one that was actually picked, and notice on the last one, the order quantity was 5, but the pick quantity was 0, meaning you didn't find it. So in this case, you can do different things based on your configurations. So one of the things that you can do is this. Some of you guys, may do this. May pick up the phone, call the JNC distributors and say, hey, look, I didn't have the vegetable cocktail original. Would you like me to add a different item, a similar item? If the answer is yes, you can go ahead and remove that item, change the status to pick, and again, and add the item that you already negotiated with the store. Once you add it, right here, you can add it, right? You can edit the order, add it, send it over back to the picker so that way they can add that item. They don't have to go over the entire transaction. They're just gonna add the item that it was added recently and have it ready. Once you have it ready, take a look at this. What you're gonna do is this. Well, see where it says fulfill on the right upper corner? You can go ahead and convert that transaction into an invoice in real time. If you notice, remember, it's the JNC distributors, right? And if I come right here to the invoices, you're gonna see that JNC distributors, which is $383. That's basically what you did, right? The $383. And if you take a look at the invoice, remember that it was an item that it wasn't that it was removed. The original order have 5 items, but one of them it was not one of them it was hold on, give me just a second. Okay, one of them it wasn't in the warehouse, right? So in this case, it was it was invoiced exactly as we have it. So if you notice, again, the total for this is 383. So now let's go check in QuickBooks what happened. So if I come to my QuickBooks, let me open it. Okay, I got my QuickBooks Advanced account. Take a look at this. Once I open my QuickBooks account, this is exactly what you're gonna see. You're gonna come right here where it says sales, come to the invoices, and those invoices that are already been picked automatically will be synchronized to QuickBooks. Remember that it was for 383? That's exactly the invoice that it was generated from the sales rep in the field. It goes to the warehouse personnel, picking and fulfillment. Once you finish, that's exactly what you have. It's exactly the same invoice. So basically, QuickBooks is going to be receiving only their final transactions. You don't have to worry about picking and fulfillment done in QuickBooks. Everything is going to be done logistically in our system, and that's why we say that we are the right complement of QuickBooks to have everything in one single solution. So let me stop this and let me go back to the slide. Okay, so guys, do you like what you guys are seeing? In this is basically the this is basically the demo, right? It's really nice. I know that you know might be some questions. You can go ahead and ask the questions. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and answer any questions that you guys may have. Amalia, do we have any questions?
Yeah, there was actually a good question in the chat that Jamie already answered, but for those who missed it, I think it's like pretty good information, so I'm gonna share it. Alexander asked, does QuickBooks Advanced have the ability to enter expiration dates? And Jamie, Jamie had a pretty good answer. Mm-hmm.
So I said, no, QuickBooks Online Advanced doesn't track at the expiration date, but that's something that OIS Inventory would do, right, Frank?
That is right. That is right, Jamie. Basically, what we do, you know, what we do, you know, we do a discovery call to find out exactly, you know, what they need to do, and if they would like to handle expiration day and lot numbers, that's something that could be done in our end. So we're gonna have to work together in order to adjust the system the ways that you guys need it. But it's right. You have the ability to have expiration days in lots, and also do the picking and fulfillment by lots and expiration days.
Right, and QuickBooks Online Advanced will manage the actual item itself. So it'll manage, that's where you're gonna put the item in there. You're gonna set up your reorder points, your low stock inventory alerts. You're gonna manage the cost in there, the sales price, all of that. But OIS Inventory will do the rest.
That's correct.
Thank you, Frank and Jamie. If you have more questions, please feel free to use the chat. I have some questions of my own here. Alexander asked, so OIS Inventory does not synchronize with QuickBooks?
It does. We just did it in real time. I created the order, send it over to the main central system, assigned it to the warehouse picker. We did the picking and fulfillment. Once finalized that everything is fine, boom, automatically that transaction hits QuickBooks as a final transaction. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It was just to confirm, just to see.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it does, definitely. So I have a question here. If I have 7 pickers, so I have 7 pickers, how can I assign the orders to be picked to my pickers by daily routes?
Okay, again, remember that we have different configurations. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down with you guys to find out how you guys are doing things manually, and then we can go ahead and say, hey, look, this is basically what we're doing. So we can do 2 things. We can have the 7 pickers and grab those orders and assign those transactions for the pickers or individually, right? For each of the pickers, or I can select all the transactions that needs to be picked for today and assign it to all the 7 pickers by different routes. as I was explaining, right? Usually a customer has a delivery route. So if you already have the delivery route established in the system, it'll be easier to say, hey, look, I'm gonna grab all the orders already for the delivery on Miami and assign it to other pickers or to a specific picker. But yeah, that's the way that is done in our system by different configurations.
Thank you, Frank. We have another question here. Carlos asks, hi, could you please go over the use of the inventory app flow one last time? Just to confirm, is the app intended use for requesting a restock on the go by sales rep? Is it almost the same as the transfer feature app on OIS Pro? Do you want me to? It's a long question. Do you want me to repeat it?
Yeah, I didn't get it. I cannot go to the entire flow again because we're running out of time. But if you are interested in knowing more, you can contact us or you can contact me later on. I'm going to leave my contact information and we can do a personalized demo, right? So that way I can have a better understanding of the business and then we can, give you the demo exactly on your specific need.
Okay, I'm gonna
any other. Oh.
Let me. He just wants to confirm if you can real quick, like the app intended use, like what is the app for exactly?
Okay. Again, let me explain this because it's so important. QuickBooks is an accounting system and they do it perfectly. So QuickBooks hasn't been created for the distribution businesses. You know, any business can use QuickBooks, a plumber, a landscaping. So QuickBooks do accounting really nice, really good. Our system is fully designed for the distribution businesses. So we basically automate end to end since the order is generated until the order is delivered. In this occasion, I have been explaining two modules. When the order is generated by the sales rep, create the order, send it over to our system, and then send it over to the warehouse picker. So that way they can do using barcode technology, picking and fulfillment. Once they're done, the final transaction gets to synchronize to QuickBooks. So basically, we're going to be managing the entire order fulfillment system with the OIS solution and fully integrated with QuickBooks, having everything in one solution.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you. We have another here, like, can it assign multiple pickers in large orders?
Well, you can do a split orders. Let's say you're getting a big order, like 100 line items, and those 100 line items, it's going to be really hard for one picker to work on that specific order. So our system has the capability to split the order. You can say, hey, look, this order with 100 items, I'm going to split it in 3 pickers. It's going to picker number 1, picker number 2, picker number 3, and whenever they're done, the final order is generated, synchronized to the warehouse manager, so that way they can do the final invoice. But yes, the answer is yes. We can split the order in different with different pickers.
Great. Last question. How can barcode scanning reduce my picking errors?
Oh, look, that's a great question. By using barcode technology, for inventory management, you can help warehouse work it quickly and accurately, because remember that we were seeing those mistakes right there, picking the wrong item, putting the wrong quantity, or going on to the wrong location. If you're using technology, if you're using barcode scanners like Pestos, like this, or like any other scanner, it will be easier because it's going to be accurate, the information that you're scanning right there, because a UPC code is unique. So you won't be scanning the wrong item on that order that you have, right? So that's a great help for you guys to minimize all the picking errors that you may have if you're doing things manually.
Thank
okay.
You. Yeah, thank you.
Do we have any other questions? Because I got a really good promotion for all of you that have stayed until now.
So yeah, let's see. No more questions. Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go for a nice promotion that you have. Let's see. Oh, first, I have a question on my own first. How easy it is to get started with OIS inventory and QuickBooks?
Look, it's really easy. If you're already an existing customer of OIS and you're not using QuickBooks Online, you just talk to us. We're going to help you implement QuickBooks Online, and we're going to migrate everything that you have on the operation to your QuickBooks and integrate it with our solution. If you are not using if you're already using QuickBooks Online already or QuickBooks Desktop, again, you can contact us as well, and we're going to help you to integrate QuickBooks and OIS on the different modules and have it ready for you guys. It's really easy. Just we just need to have a discovery call to find out exactly what your necessities are, and we help you right away. And now here comes the interesting part, guys.
Okay.
The special promotion that we have going on. Look, since we have partnered with QuickBooks and we're really happy with that partnership, we have come up with the bundle, right? And you guys are gonna get 75% off whenever, let's say, you're not using QuickBooks Online at all. QuickBooks has different versions, right? Any of those versions that you implement, QuickBooks Plus or QuickBooks Advanced, we're going to give you a totally free month, meaning that you're going to get to test the entire QuickBooks, making sure that it's giving you exactly what you're looking for. But at the same time, we're going to be connected our OIS solution starting from $199. So what that means is we can have QuickBooks and OIS in one package, and the setup fee for the integration and in implementing QuickBooks and OIS is only for $499. So this promotion or this bundle is going to be for if you're already using QuickBooks Online, or if you are not using QuickBooks Online, but would like to use the OIS solution, it's just $499. Make sure that you type in on the chat, hey, I'm interested, I like it. If you put the chat, we're going to get a hold with you guys and find out what you guys need, and then we take it from there. So it's exciting, guys. I believe Amalia just put the form right there if you guys are interested in filling out that form, so that way we can get a hold with you. And
so
Amalia?
yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in the bundle, if you want to know more about QuickBooks and OIS inventory, please type yes in the chat and we can contact you. You can do that. You can fill the form I just put in the chat, or you can contact Frank directly. We have here his number, his email. He's very good. He's very responsive. So please feel free to contact him. And I'm going to leave it there, the slide, for you guys to take note in case you want to contact him directly. Remember, you can type yes in the chat. I just put the form there for you to fill in case you're interested. Make sure to copy and paste somewhere safe in case you're interested. And you have Frank's information there.
Yes, and remember that we are full bilingual, right? If you guys feel more comfortable in Spanish, we can talk in Spanish. And if you feel more comfortable in English, we can do it in English, and we can take it from there.
So thank you, Frank. Thanks, all of you, for assisting the webinar. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for being here with us learning about OIS inventory and QuickBooks. We hope to see you in future webinars. We're going to continue creating these webinars for you because we want to see your business succeed with QuickBooks and OIS. I don't know if Jamie has some words for attendance.
Always. I love you guys. I love the Orders and Seconds team. We are so grateful here at QuickBooks to partner with you guys. So thank you for developing and bringing these awesome wholesale distribution applications to customers to complement QuickBooks Online. We couldn't, do what we do without you. So thank you guys for your partnership, and thank you everybody for attending. And, Frank and I will look forward to talking to everybody.
Perfect. Thank you, Jamie, for your assistance, and thank you everybody for attending this webinar. Remember that we're gonna keep on doing webinars that are gonna help your business succeed, and that's what we're looking for. We are really interested in you guys grow because we are under this philosophy. If you guys grow, we're gonna grow together. We're gonna grow with you guys. So stay tuned and thank you so much for attending.
Thank you.